All right, can you tell me about the maker space in Chamorro Village? How are you leveraging technology there at the maker space to benefit uh, of the island?
So back to the earlier part of our conversation where you asked about the circular economy. Why is that important for Guam? It's because we have two big sustainability challenges here. First of all, we have an over reliance on imports. 90% of all the food and goods we consume are imported, right? And then that makes one of our number one exports, not a product, but it's our dollars. Every other dollar or
Dollars.
so that we bring in, we have to send back out to bring the food, the goods, the fuel back into Guam that we're going to use. So that's the
Yes.
first big problem. The second big sustainability challenge is that we have an overproduction of waste. And so the way that we manage our waste is that we dig holes in the ground, we fill it up with trash, we cover it with dirt, and then, we're running out of space. And it's really expensive to do it that way. So the key to the circular economy is to stop thinking of waste as waste, but think about it as resources. And so there's big companies out there innovating in the circular economy space, like Apple, for example, putting more circular components into your iPhones and into your computers. Philips uh, found a way to start selling light instead of light bulbs. So they'll get a contract with an airport and it's their job to just keep the lights on. Now they don't have an incentive to let their light bulbs burn out anymore. So that
Right.
becomes part of the circular economy. You just keep things going. But so Guam, we're not at that level yet, but maybe Robert, with your help, we're going to get to manufacture computers and light bulbs one day. But for now, what are we going to do with our capabilities to transition to the circular economy, knowing and remembering that islands are the original circular economy? We wanted to put this opportunity into the hands of our community. So we opened up the G3 Circular Economy Makerspace and Innovation Hub at the Chamorro Village. It's spread across three houses there. And what we have is in one house, a classroom, in another house, a plastic resource center where you can shred, melt, extrude, and create products out of plastic, including Plumber, plastic lumber. So you can have two by
Yep.
twos, two by fours, half plywood size sheets. Then there's the industrial house that has things like CNC routers, a metal Tormach machine that you can carve metal products, a variety of 3D printers, just different laser cutters, and a whole bunch of power tools. And we have a team there of makers and also business development experts to help whoever wants to come in, bring in their waste product, bring their vision to life for their new product. And then you can take whatever you make and then sell it in our demonstration store to test the market, see how it does. And then we want to help you get so good at that you leave our store and you go open up your own space, effectively growing Guam's green industry. So yeah, that's the whole concept
Outstanding.
behind it. And last year I think our numbers are over 5 or 6 thousand visitors to the space. A couple dozen companies consulted and expanded, and we a couple or last weekend we had all of the the Guma Business Incubator cohort members come in to see how they can use the space and take their business ideas to life. So we're working with them, junior achievement students, this Nenpire, which is an entrepreneur program for nennies, the kids, and anybody else who wants to work with us. You can think of it as getting a gym membership, and it's actually cheaper than a gym membership. You don't want to buy, or maybe you can't afford your leg press and your bench press and your fly machines and the ab machines or whatever it is, just like you can't afford to get all of these sophisticated machines in your house. You can come and be a G3 maker member, and it's about $50 a month. You can get discounts if you're in one of the partner programs, but the cool thing about that is that you can actually spend an hour on a machine like the laser cutter with one
Yes.
sheet of recycled plywood. Uh, and then you can walk out of there with over $1,000 worth of retail merchandise if you're making earrings or ornaments or phone stands or whatever you can imagine. there's so many possibilities if you have that creativity and you want to spend the time to bring these ideas to life.